So we'll begin this practice in a constructive rest pose, lying on our backs with the knees bent, bringing the hands to the belly, relaxing all the muscles of the abdomen so that you receive this next breath into a softening belly. And really let the abdomen fill into the hands. Feel the hands and the fingers move up and out, away from one another as you inhale. And feel the belly drop into the back belly as you exhale. Breathing in, feeling the abdomen expand, and then falling into that back belly, the front of the spine as you exhale. And as you breathe in, you're going to roll your pelvis forward slightly. And as you breathe out, you're going to rock it back, arching the low back on the inhale and lengthening it on the exhale. Keep your bottom on the floor as you do this, arching and lengthening, arching and lengthening. And then we're going to start to incorporate some movement of the shoulders here, so that as you exhale, you reach the arms up past the head at the same time as lengthening your low back, tucking your tail. And on the inhale, as you arch the back, rocking the pelvis forward, you float the arms back alongside you. Reaching up and over with that exhale, lengthening the low back into the floor. Inhaling, arching the low back by rocking the pelvis forward. And keep going. Feeling the side body lengthen as you exhale and reach the low back long. Feeling the chin come towards the chest as you arch the back and float the arms back to your sides. Reaching the arms up past the head as you exhale. And we're going to interlace the hands behind the head, the thumbs either side of the neck. Can you go ahead, just nuzzle the back of your head into your hands. And with your next breath out, bring the elbows forward, the chin to the chest, and roll the head and shoulders away from the mat. Pause at the top. And slowly release with a breath in. Take the elbows wide. Exhale, the chin to the chest, elbows come forward as you roll the head and shoulders up away from the mat. Pause at the top and press the back of the head into the hands as you roll down. Imagine reaching the tops of your shoulders to the back edge of the mat. Lengthening your neck out away from the rest of your spine. Last time, chin to chest, roll up, pause, press the back of the head into the hands, and ease yourself on down. Take a breath. The right hand behind the head, left arm alongside the body. Inhale, arch your back, pelvis rolls forward. Exhale, left elbow, right knee, lift away from the floor. Inhale, returning to the mat, arching the low back. Exhaling, tucking the tail, lengthening, picking up that knee and elbow towards each other. Rather than thinking of this as an abdominal exercise, imagine a diagonal line from that shoulder to the opposite hip, lengthening and releasing. Move slowly. One more. And release. Taking that arm out alongside the body, bring the other hand behind the head. Take a full breath in and out on the floor. With your next inhale, rock the pelvis forward, arch the back away from the mat. And as you exhale, pick up that knee and elbow. Imagining that back line lengthening diagonally from the hip to the shoulder. Let the breath be free. Slow it right down. Taking moments to pause at the end of the movement and pausing again when you come to the floor. In slowing the movement down, you give yourself time to really attune to the sensations in the body. Last one. From here we take the arms wide, the feet as wide as the mat. And we're going to windshield wiper the low body side to side, taking the nose in the opposite direction to the knees, wringing out the head and tail. As a bonus, you can add in some shoulder rotations, imagining the arms are like rolling pins that you're rolling in opposite directions, feeling that spiral start in the shoulder, traveling down the upper arm, across the elbow, the forearm, the wrist, and into the hand. Turning the head in the direction of the uppermost palm. Perhaps even getting a little reach side to side here as we twist. Make it a whole body movement. Whole body movement. Slowing it right down, feeling the rotation through the ankles, the hips, the lower spine, the thoracic spine, the shoulder girdle as you rotate the shoulders, and the neck and the head. Go once more each way. Bringing the head and the hips to center. Taking it once more to the last side. Pausing here for a few breaths. With your breath in, bring the head and the hips to center. We're going to take a nice easy roll into a recovery position. And from here, make our way up onto hands and knees. Taking your time. On all fours, we bring the elbows to the mat. Let the pelvis roll forward, the belly sink towards the floor, and then rock the pelvis back and arch. Small cat-cow movements here with the elbows on the mat. Arching and rounding. Maybe taking that movement side to side, up and over. Find a way of moving that feels good to you. Perhaps curling the spine into C creases as you look over one shoulder. And the other way. And then we'll drop the forehead to the mat as we come into puppy dog pose. Keeping the hips high. And then bringing them through to the floor. Adjust your clothes and your posture. Bring your forehead to rest on the back of your hands. Take the left arm alongside the body. Turn the head to the right. Take a full breath in and out on the floor. And as you next breathe in, we're going to lift away from the mat, lifting that hand, the head, the whole right arm. Squeezing that shoulder blade in towards the spine as we lift, and feeling the shoulder blade protract on the rib cage as we lower. Lifting on the inhale, releasing to the mat on the exhale. Lifting now the right elbow and left leg together. Again, think about that diagonal line from the hip to the shoulder. Lifting, perhaps holding and releasing, resting the forehead on the hands, taking a full breath in and out. And then taking that right arm alongside the body, turning the head to the left, cheek on the back of the hand. And with your next inhale, lift the head, the hand, and the shoulder away from the floor. Squeezing the shoulder blade into the spine as you lift, letting it protract around the ribs as you breathe out. It might help to imagine that you're in the driver's seat of your car looking over your shoulder as you lift. Bringing that opposite leg along for the ride. lifting, pausing at the top, releasing. Take a full rinsing breath in and out. From here, we bring the elbows underneath the shoulders as we come up into a Sphinx pose. And we're just going to take a slow nod of the head here, resting the weight through the forearms. Take a peeky over your right shoulder, back to center, a peeky over your left shoulder, back to center, once more to the right, sliding that left hand out, pulling the left arm in, drop the elbow, peeky over the left shoulder, reach the right arm out. Squeeze that elbow in, back to the floor, peeking over that shoulder. We slide one arm in, one arm out. Smooth movements. Perhaps beginning to lift a little higher, supporting your weight on one hand. And then bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, press yourself up onto hands and knees. Bringing the knees forward under the hips, settling into a child's pose. From here, you're going to cross your arms left over right and rest your forehead on a block. A folded up blanket or rolled up towel would also do. And with the arms crisscrossed here, we breathe into that space between the shoulder blades. One more breath. And then we change the cross of the arms. Breathing into that space between the shoulder blades. Let the breath pull into the sides of the ribs. Coming up on an inhale, move your block to one side. Swing your legs round to the front. Holding onto the knees, draw the chest up and through, lifting the gaze. And as you exhale, rounding chin to chest. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, round the whole back, chin to chest. Inhale, keeping the spine long, and exhaling, rounding the back. Inhale, find length through the spine, reaching out through the arms, and then we're going to roll down over 3, 2, 1, come to the floor. Taking your block here under your pelvis for a supported bridge pose. Make sure that it's across your sacrum and your bottom, not your lower spine. And you might stay here for a few breaths.